Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all, the real MVP, you already know. So I'm going to try to get this one out really quick. Hopefully I can. If you guys have been sticking with me for a while, you know that I have this series called Meet My Tarot Decks, which was inspired by the Chaotic Witch Aunt's video of the same title. Her video will always be in the description box of every single one of these videos so that you guys can reference that if you so choose. Hers was a whole lot of tarot decks crammed into one video, and I didn't like that because each tarot deck has such big personalities. I feel like it is important to really get to know each deck instead of just looking at them as a group of decks. So that's why I have done this series, and I utilize a 6-card interview spread with each of these cards, and I have started now showing you guys how to get the definitions on Labyrinthos with these. So mind you, I do already have this interview spread put together in Labyrinthos, so this is a custom spread. You do have to make yourself in the Labyrinthos app. It does not already come in there, but I already have it put together with the questions and whatnot. So if you guys are just joining us for the first time today, I'm going to show you the questions. You can feel free to pause the video and take a look at them. If you would like to copy them down, by all means. Let's get you a good one there. I have changed the notebook this is in now. So I am in the process of switching this over. Oops. So this is no longer in my cute little star notebook. I got this big notebook over here now because this is lots of information, so I felt it was better to put it in a bigger notebook. So I'm in the process of transitioning that, and it's a whole lot of work right now. So today we are using a deck I never thought that I would use, and I did a whole big introduction. I didn't realize I ran 15 minutes of chatting, so I'm going to try to slow that down a little bit. So if you guys are sticking with me, you guys already know this deck. This is my Light Seers Spoof deck. So this is a knockoff deck. I was very upset when I first got this deck that it was a knockoff, and I did not want to bond with it. I did not believe that I was hearing it. I did not want to bond with it. I was in denial for a long time. But this deck right off the bat gave me a gender, gave me a name. Again, I was really in denial. I didn't want to believe it, so I was not acting with this deck as I would have with a normal deck. And I apologize, friend. I know you are a normal deck. So this does not bother me anymore that this is a knockoff deck. I will put the review video I did of this deck in the description box. Again, sorry, it's very disappointed energy video. But I will also link where you can find the actual real Light Seers tarot deck on Amazon in the description box for you guys. They are currently sold out, and they go out of stock and come back in stock often with that deck. That's why I still don't have one, because every time I have the money, they're out of stock, and then whenever they're back in stock, I don't have the money. So I've just been working with this deck, and I love it, and I appreciate that it is a smaller deck and that the cards are matte as opposed to the real Light Seers where the cards are shiny and they're almost as big as the Modern Witch. So I still love it. We have a great bond, and this has actually become my deck that I do my own personal readings with lately, because I'm trying to give all my Rider-Waite's a break. I had run them ragged there for a little bit. So this, you guys, if you guys are new to this, I do meditation with the deck before I bring them to you guys. So in the meditation, I do ask them if they have a gender they identify with, as well as a name they would like to go by. Some of them don't have names, and I ask them if they have a card that they identify with the most, and then I ask if they would like to go by that card name. Hence how we got Temperance as well as MP. So this deck actually from the get-go did give me a gender and a name, and like I said, I just didn't want to believe it. But when I finally decided to sit down with this deck and do the meditation, she gave me the same name. Yes, she. This is a she. And you guys, this is Chanel. So that's why I didn't want to believe it, because that's a very prim and proper name. And I've gotten names like Temperance, MP, and Kiani. Like, they're very off-the-wall names sometimes for these decks. So for Chanel to come out, that was very normal. But I mean, Joe is a very normal name as well. So I got to take it. That's their name. I can't rename them. So this is Chanel. This is my Light Seers Spoof, and if you guys have not seen the Light Seers Tarot, it's a very beautiful deck. I very highly recommend checking it out. It's my favorite imagery out of all of the decks that I have by far. So let's go ahead and jump into these tarot questions. Also, I've got my microphone right here in Tommy Lee's hair, so I apologize if that shuffling is really loud in your ears. If you guys are watching this with headphones, I do watch these videos back on the phone speaker with headphones and on the TV, so I do know that it does get very loud with headphones on. But the first question we've got here, if you guys had seen, if you did pause the video on those questions, you know that I put, do you have a gender and do you have a name on the questions now, just for the sake of the people who are watching this, and pause the video on that. So let me give her a quick shuffle. I got band-aids on here. So Chanel has quickly become one of my favorite decks with Enigma and Kiani. I think those are probably my top 3 favorite decks, which is my Centennial, my Starman, and my Light Seers. And if you guys are in touch with your intuition, you have a good bond with your deck, they will tell you how much you need to shuffle. If they feel like that energy is broken up enough, or if they feel like it still needs to be mixed up a little bit. So I did have that conversation with quite a few people recently. Your deck will always tell you, guys. You don't have to do any guesswork. You just feel it. It's a very strong connection when you've got that connection with your deck, and that's why in my tarot advice video I did say knowing yourself, knowing your intuition, having a good bond with that is very important for tarot reading. So she's good now. So let's go ahead and ask this first question. And remember, guys, I do pull all the cards first before I put them in the Labyrinthos app to analyze. So the first one is, how will you help me with reading tarot? So Miss Chanel, how will you help me with reading tarot? Sorry for your ears. How will you help me with reading tarot? And if you guys remember my other videos, I did talk about how I put notes in the beginning as well as the end for each of the bonds that I have with each of these decks. So for this one, it would just be all the stuff that I told you guys in the beginning. Didn't want to bond with her, but she had given me a name and everything. So, and I no longer take reversals in these interview spreads. So I used to take reversals. It's too much of a hassle to try to figure out meanings, so I don't anymore. So how will you help me with reading tarot? We got Temperance. Next one we got here. Let's go ahead and give her another shuffle. Oh, I did that upside down. Come on, girly, let go. Let go, let go, let go. Let go, let go. That's not what we want. What are you throwing at me? I'm not taking that. I don't think that was meant to come out. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is why I don't do shuffling on camera, because it's the whole process. It makes the video a lot longer, but I know some people really do enjoy watching that process, enjoy watching the bond, and enjoy listening to shuffling. This deck, however, I have noticed likes lots of shuffling. I have lots of... My cards have different preferences for how they prefer to be shuffled. So the next one we have here, excuse my baby child out there screaming her head off. Next one we have is, what frame of mind should I be in to ask you questions? What frame of mind should I be in to ask you questions? What frame of mind should I be in to ask you questions? And if you guys are here to learn tarot, I do echo that question through my head. That way I'm not thinking different things while I'm saying that. What frame of mind should I be in to ask you questions? Thank you. Knight of Wands. Awesome. Firepower. All right, next one we got here is, what is your biggest strength? Oh, she wants lots of mixing. All right. Okay, bougie. I'm glad you're feeling YouTube, girl. I know your first introduction to YouTube was a less than favorable one. I apologize. Okay, what is your biggest strength? What is your biggest strength, Miss Chanel? What is your biggest strength? What is your biggest strength? Ooh. Flippy flippy, huh? What is your biggest strength, Miss Chanel? She reminds me of Kiani. She's very spunky, very fiery. She's like, what do you mean biggest strength? Don't you mean all my strengths? Okay, biggest strength, please. What is your biggest strength? What is your biggest thank you? Oh, really? We got judgment. Wow. Okay, what is your biggest weakness? What is your biggest weakness? What is your biggest weakness, Miss Chanel? Girl! Oh, really? That came back out. Okay, I'll take that one. Even though there's 4 of them that flipped out, there's only one that like flipped. This came out earlier when I said I'm not going to take that. 8 of Cups. All right. What is the best way for us to work together? All right. Best way for us to work together. What is the best way for us to work together? 1 card. Do I take that one? No. Okay. 1 card, please. What is the best way for us to work together? Take your time. We're not in a rush. Best way for us to work together. There we go. Queen of Swords. All right, next one, a message for me about working with you. Message for me about working with you. Oh, 1 card, 1 card. Message for me about working with you. Okay, I take it. Ace of Pentacles. And finally, the bottom of the deck energy. Oh, pretty. Queen of Cups. Okay, so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is plug this into my phone. And as you guys see, I've got the spread here in Labyrinthos. So I'm just going to go ahead and put all of these cards in there. So the first one we had was Temperance. Next one we had is the Knight of Wands. I got to type that one in there. Next one is Judgment. That should be right here. Oops. Next one is 8 of Cups. Next one is Queen of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. And Queen of Cups. I love this Queen of Cups card. She's so pretty. Look at her. She vibing. Okay. So, since I already have the spread put together in Labyrinthos, it comes up like this, where I've got the question pop up here. Here's the card, here's the keywords. So the way that I reformulate these answers is like a college course. I will, all right, we're losing all these cards. So like a college course, I will restate the question in the answer. So the first question is, how will you help me with reading tarot? I'm just going to say finding meaning, because the keywords on this, as you can see, the middle path, patience, finding meaning, I don't think I need to look too far into that one. We already know what temperance is. We just went over that one in our Learn the Rider-Waite Tarot series. So I think that finding meaning fits, especially with the bond that I have with her. So the next one is, what frame of mind should I be in to ask you questions? I got the Knight of Wands, and that is action, adventure, and fearlessness. Again, I don't think I need to look too far into that one. Adventure and fearlessness is a good one. So the next one we got here is deck strengths. We got judgment. So this talks about reflection, reckoning, and inner voice, usually for the strengths and weaknesses. I just take those keywords at face value. So her strengths are reflection, reckoning, and inner voice, which, yes. Her weaknesses are the Eight of Cups, walking away, disillusionment, and leaving behind. Again, I just take those at face value, walking away, disillusionment, leaving behind. And then I try to figure out later if that's her weakness with me coming to the reading with that, or her weakness by herself. The next one is, what is the best way for us to work together? I got the Queen of Swords. So the keywords for this one are complexity, perceptive, and clear-mindedness. So the best way for us to work together, I would say, is clear-mindedness. I think that fits. The message for me about working with her is the Ace of Pentacles. So for the message, I always read the actual definition. So the keywords here for the Ace of Pentacles are opportunity, prosperity, and new venture. So the definition here says the card represents the spark of new opportunity in the realms of all that is earthly, matter, body, and even wealth. The world brought forth this, words are hard. The world brought forth by this card is fertile and full of abundance, bringing opportunity for prosperity. Again, because it's the message, I would just write that in there, take it at face value, figure it out later. And the bottom of the deck energy was the Queen of Cups, so it's compassion, calm, and comfort. I don't think I need to look too far into that, because these were all court cards for the most part, where they are actual people. So for the overall energy of the reading, compassion, calm, and comfort is perfect, because honestly, that's how I feel with this deck, you guys. For being a deck I didn't want to work with, I love it. We're very comfortable together. We work very well together. So compassion, calm, and comfort works perfectly. And as I have said before, please remember to save your readings in there when you do that. Don't just delete it like I did quite a few times, because then you gotta redo all of that, and it's a lot of fun. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end, please give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, that's cool, thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And say whatever you want in the comments, because y'all do anyways. And if you guys have not already checked out my Learn the Rider-Waite Tarot series, I highly recommend it. I am putting lots of work into making sure that you guys have all the tools you need to learn the Rider-Waite Tarot as easily and efficiently as possible. So not only do I walk you through the hidden imagery of every single card in the deck, I also have provided write-ups now for all of the information that we go over. That way you guys can take responsibility for your learning, print those out, highlight it, take notes, do whatever you have to do, so that the Rider-Waite Tarot is not so daunting anymore, and we see that there is more than 10 things hidden in each image, but they're there for a reason. And then once you know all of the bulk of what's in that card, you can kind of just get the gist and know the card for its keywords and the vibes, and then be able to look at them in the entire reading as a picture, as a story, in relation to other cards, things like that. I am giving you lots of everything I know about these cards in these videos as well. So I'm trying my very best to help you guys the only way that I know how, and I really, really hope you guys utilize this tool. I'm working very hard on it for you guys so that we do a video every single day at 10 a.m. Every once in a while I'll have a late video if I don't have enough backlogged, but I'm trying my very best so that we can get everybody to learn the Rider-Waite Tarot. You guys, it's not so scary, and it's a beautiful 78-piece artwork all by itself. So I love the Rider-Waite Tarot. I have a big respect for it, and that's why I wanted to do this series for you guys. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you made it to the end, and I really hope that you are having a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends. And I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.